Hello. These are the 12 books that I really want to read in 2019. So I'm gonna try to do like at least one book a month. I did this last year, but I didn't like put it out there. And I read like 5 of them. So it didn't really work out, but you know, hopefully I'll do better this year. And a lot of these books I don't have, and a lot of them I do have. So let's just get right into it. The first book I have is Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer, and I'm pretty sure it's just about like why we eat certain animals and why we like refuse to eat other animals. Personally, I'm a vegetarian, and it's just like interesting to me to know that kind of stuff. The next book I have is The Case Against Fragrance by Kate Greenville, and Lily C. Reeds recently reviewed this book, and it seems really interesting because I really like fragrance. I guess been linked to like causing headaches and even other problems because you know it's just always around you, you're breathing it in. So I'm interested to know what's going on there. The next book is All We Shall Know by Donal Ryan. I actually ordered this book. It was supposed to come a couple days ago, but it didn't. No worries. But yeah, it's a really short book. Ariel Bissett really likes it, and I really like I think we have similar reading taste. And it's been on my list for a while, so I'm pretty sure it's about like a woman who has an affair and then she gets pregnant by another man who's not her husband. And it's just like about seeing all sides of that kind of stuff. The next book I have is The Pisces by Melissa Broder. So I love the So Sad Today Twitter, and I love the Eating Alone in My Car podcast, which is, you know, my favorite way to eat. And she's talked about her books a lot. I haven't read any of them, and I'm a Pisces, so I'm really interested. Also, the paperback is coming out like in March, which is Pisces season, so you know, I think I might gift that to myself. And it's What I Talk About When I Talk About Running by Haruki Murakami. I really want to learn how to run. I feel like I've mentioned this, but I might not have, because I want to get in shape, but it's so fucking hard, and it's not even hard like just getting into shape, but it's so hard to like try to look up getting into shape for women, because obviously that kind of stuff is different, and for like what your goals are, and my goals are just to be healthier. But first off, I don't want to pay for a gym membership. I don't want to like learn how to like train. I know that there is a way to train how to run better, but like I'm just trying to like I'm not trying to run a marathon, you know. And also it's just hard to find, like, especially in the age of social media, stuff that's not targeted to like get a big ass, get a tiny waist, which is not really what I'm looking for right now. So yeah, and it's about it's a memoir, and it's about what running means to him and how it's improved his writing and how he's learned a lot about himself from it. Next book I got from the library in my recent library haul is What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours. It's a short story collection by Helen Oyemi, and I've heard a lot of really good things. It's like magical realism. Talked about it in my library book haul. Next book I have is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and I'm reading this currently, and it's great. I feel like I'm one of the last people on earth to read this. It's about a post-apocalyptic world, and about a theater troupe that just travels around and performs in like the small towns, and about what art means and how important it is even if there's nothing else, you know. I really like it. I'm like halfway done. The next book I don't really know that much about it, but I've heard pretty good things. It's The Last Exit to Brooklyn by Hubert Selby Jr. It's about America, and it's post-war, and I like post-war stuff. I like J.D. Salinger, I like him. So it's just about the powerless, the homeless, and the dispossessed. So, you know, might want to learn about that kind of stuff. This is a weird book, but I love the cover. I didn't hear about it at all before I picked this up in my favorite bookstore, which is in DC. It's called Bridge Street Books. It's called The Green Child by Herbert Reed. And it's like about a man that like walks around town and then he sees like a child like tied to a chair. And it was written in 1935. So I'm just like, what's this book about? The next book I have is The Attack by Yasmina Khadra. So I thought this was written by a woman who is probably by in the Middle East, but it's not. It's written by a man. He's writing under a pen name, which is fine, but a little misleading. It's about like the aftermath of, you know, a bombing, and I'm just interested in that kind of stuff. So next book is M Train by Patti Smith. This book, from what I know, is just about her life in New York, trying to be an artist, and I think that's dope. And look at this cover, it's so beautiful. And the last book that I'm trying to read is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And I just feel like this is so like such like required reading. In terms of like reading women and like being a little informed about, like, I'm trying to read, I don't think this is like necessarily like a modern classic. I'm trying to read a little bit more classics, so shit, I'm trying to read this book. Okay guys, that's the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.